and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a video that you all really wanted me to do after my blue houseplants tour video. I asked if y'all wanted to see what was on my blue houseplanty wish list, and all of you that put these little blue hearts in the comments, this video's for you. Here is what is on my blue plant wish list. If you don't know me already, my name is Emma and I make houseplanty content all over the internet, so if you want to follow along with my houseplanty journey and learn something along the way, stick around and watch some more of my videos and subscribe to my channel. Right, let's get into the planty wish list. Blue planty wish list. So same as my other wish list videos, I am going to be putting my phone screen here and showing you on Instagram, because that is where I find most of my wish list plants and where I add them to my wish list. So let's have a look at the first one. So the first plant on this list, and this has actually been on my wish list for a while, but I don't know if I'll ever get one because I'm not sure if they will do well in my home. It is a variegated Euphorbia, or Euphorbia Variegata, and they, like, unlike normal euphorbias, they have a little bit like of a whiter color. I mean, I guess you probably could count normal euphorbias in this category as well because they have quite a blue sort of green color, but the variegated ones are just like this insane creamy white silver color, which I am absolutely obsessed with. Like, tell me that isn't stunning. Oh, it's just so pretty. And like, even the ones that are a bit speckly, I like this a lot as well. So it's kind of like, I really want one. I think they are so cool looking, but I just don't think that I will be able to have one because I just don't quite have a sunny enough spot that I think it would be worth it. Like, you can see the difference here between the variegated one and the non-variegated one. It's like pretty freaking cool. It's almost white. Like, this is like very far on the bright sort of scale of bluey silvery plants. It's pretty much nearly white, which is, it's just so pretty. I think this is the most beautiful one I have on here. And like, it's even got that green section to it, which, oh, so pretty. I just think they're so cool. But I just don't know if I could get one in my home, and I would feel bad for Cleo as well because I don't have any sort of cacti that could stab her, and I don't want any cacti that could stab her, so I don't know if I'll ever get one, but I think they're absolutely freaking stunning. Up next we have Alocaisa platinum. Holy freaking cow, do you see this plant? Like, look at that color. You can see I've even liked this picture. Like, it is, oh, it's kind of like the reversa, but like, instead of a sort of thin leathery leaf like the poly, it's sort of closer to a dragon scale, silver dragon kind of thing. And oh my god, I really want to buy one of these. I've been very tempted many a time. I feel like once they get a little bit cheaper and I can buy a corm or something, I would absolutely freaking love to do that. It's just so pretty. Oh my god. It's like, it's platinum. It's like very nearly white, which, oh, with those dark veins in the middle as well. Oh my god, I could stare at this all day. I really want an Alocasia platinum. It's probably the top of my Alocasia wish list right now, just because, oh, the color, the bluey silvery gray platinum color. Oh my god, so pretty. So this next one doesn't look as blue online as it does in person. So it is the Anthurium SP Limon, lemon almost, or lime, I don't know. But Claire, the Jungle Haven, got one at the Rare Houseplant Festival, and it has such an insane sort of light bluey green color. I feel like the closest picture to what it is this one here. See, this looks too green. It was definitely bluer than this. It was closer to this, I think. And it is just such a beautiful Anthurium, and I've never seen an Anthurium like it before. It's also a climbing Anthurium, which I didn't really know existed. I'll have Claire send me a picture or a little video of hers that I can put in here, because it's just so pretty, and they're so light in color. Oh my goodness. And like, I didn't think I would like the bumpy leaves because I don't like the luxurians, but this one, I can get behind it because it's got the color that I like as well. So I think I'm picking and choosing which bits of Anthuriums that I want to like and which ones I don't, but I can handle the baubles if it grows in a way that I like. And unfortunately the luxurians doesn't, but this one so freaking does. And I'm pretty sure Grow Tropicals is the only one that I've ever seen sell this plant. Oh my god, look, you can see the blue sheen on it. Oh. One day, one day, one day, one day. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like this Anthurium, I should have bought it. I should have bought it. I shouldn't have let Claire bought it. I should have bought it myself. But it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get one day. I'm sure of it. But, oh, what a freaking stunning plant. This next plant I think is absolutely freaking adorable, and I really want one. It is a Boobie Cactus. And I like that it's booby shaped, but I also like this sort of blue-green color. Like, look at that. Oh, it's so silvery, and it's got a little, like, spikes as the little nipples. I hope I don't have to censor this. It's just a plant. But they are just so pretty. And I like how, like, the sort of drops just whoop, whoop, whoop out. I would get one of these. But honestly, everywhere I've seen them, they've been quite sold out lately. Is a Boobie Cactus and a little willy cactus. But yeah, I've not seen any Boobie Cactuses like for sale recently anywhere. I'm sure I could probably find one on Etsy, but I'm talking like plant shops. I haven't seen them on sale. Like, they've been sold out of House of Kojo for a while now. And like every time I go on House of Kojo's site, I'm just like, fingers crossed that they have one that I can buy. But at the same time, it's the same thing with the Euphorbia. I don't know if I would be able to have it because, like, Cleo. But if I kept it out of reach, I might be able to. Because I just think it's so pretty and it's got little boobies. Who doesn't like little boobies? I like silver blue boobies. Gotta love a gotta love a Boobie Cactus. They're just so cute. I mean, I don't think I would put it in a boobie pot myself, because that's not my personal home style, but I do think that they're freaking cute, so it's fine. So next up we have a couple Syngoniums that are on this list. This first one is a Syngonium Starlite, and I've recently seen this one, and it is stunning. It's almost like the Three Kings in the sort of variegation style, because it's like got big blocks of white, but the green is much more bluey green, and it's got the really, really long skinny leaves of the narrow. I think that is just such a pretty plant. I mean, it is just the same seller, but it's just so, it's something that I just want. Yeah, like, look at that. I mean, both of those. I would have both of those, the T25. But I just think the leaves are so beautiful, and I don't have that many Syngoniums that have like the sort of long, narrow leaves. I have a couple, but none of them look like this. So I would have one of these in a heartbeat, but I don't think I'll be able to have one in a heartbeat because it'll probably be a minute before they're here in the UK, because they're so freaking pretty that they're probably just gonna be in Indonesia for a while. But I can dream, can't I? the next Syngonium is a Syngonium Holly, which is kind of like that, but less variegated, more just the like really light green color, like almost like a moonshine. Syngonium moonshine, I think, which I have and I really like, but this one's leaves are bigger. And like, look at that sort of like, it's very platinum-y, very bright, light, almost white colored green. Oh my god, this leaf looks like it's made of paper. It's so white. Goodness. Yeah, I just think they're so beautiful. And I would have one, but like I said, the likelihood of me getting one anytime soon is probably pretty low because they're probably not selling them in the UK. But this person has one in Miami, Florida, so maybe I'll get my hands on one day. So this next plant I have tried several freaking times to grow, and I do technically have one, but I don't know if it's actually gonna live. But it is a Monstera Dubia. I think this plant is so cool. At first I didn't get the whole shingling thing. I thought it kind of was weird, but the more I saw the Monstera Dubia, the more I was just like attracted to like the really beautiful silver variegation in the leaves. Oh my goodness. It's just so sparkly as well, and like I've just really wanted a big one. I've tried growing them from cuttings, and maybe I just don't know them well enough to grow them from cuttings to start with. Maybe I need to start with something a little bit more established and understand its growth style and its needs before I get into cuttings, but I really want one, and I will get one day. And I don't think I'll grow it like this insanely big because they lose their silver when they get splits like this and get really big. But when they're small and just like shingling up something, oh my goodness. I really want. So I feel like that's probably one of the most attainable ones on this list because I feel like they've been selling them all over the place recently in the UK. They're not that hard to find. So maybe I'll get one. Probably not because it's going into winter and I probably shouldn't. I mean, it's not going into winter yet, it's autumn, but like it's getting colder out and I don't really want to ship plants. So maybe if I saw one in a shop, I would get that, but I don't think I would order one online at this point in the year. At least in the UK, so. Okay, so this next one, for some reason I couldn't find a tag on Instagram for, so we're gonna look at it on Google instead. It is the Piper SP Thailand Silver, which I'm looking at it on the Grow Tropicals website, basically. But look at those leaves. Oh my goodness. Like, I loved my Piper, and I ended up killing the cutting that you gave me, Memo. So I don't have one. So I guess I could put the just normal Piper Sylvaticum on this list as well. But the SP Thailand Silver is like, it's an even more beautiful version. And I suppose I could get like a small cutting like this and grow it bigger, but these sort of big, beautiful, silvery leaves, I want one so bad. Oh, this is the SP Limon. This is the color that Claire's is. This actually might be, I think this is the exact one that Claire has, but it's just so stunning, isn't it? Maybe I'll just get a Thailand Silver and a Anthurium SP Limon from Grow Tropicals. I really want to. I really want to. But I really shouldn't. I shouldn't spend any more money on plants. But yeah, the Piper, love a good Piper. They are just such pretty plants. See, these are more like the pinky Pipers, which I don't quite like as much as the silver ones. Like this. Oh yeah. This next plant is a Homalomena SP Platinum. I love the name Homalomena. It reminds me of Home Alone, Homalomena. But I've never actually had is it Homalomena? I've never actually had one, but But if I were to get one, I would definitely get this platinum because, like, oh my goodness, do you see how silver these freaking leaves are? And they're slightly more like pinky silver, which I think is, oh, so pretty. Oh my goodness. I could just stare at this all day. These platinum plants, man, the platinum plants are really, they're really hitting the spot of silver plants that I just really, really, really want. And like when they're wet, they're so shiny. Oh, and the new leaves coming out pinky. Oh my god, I want one so badly. But like the color on these is something else. It is so blue and so sparkly. That's something else. That's a Schismatoglottis. But that. Tell me I wouldn't like that plant. I've got no idea of the care of the Homalomena plant. I don't know. I've never had one. But I want one. And I want the platinum one. So this next one, I don't know if it fully counts as a blue silver plant or not, but I feel like in person they look a lot bluier and silverier than they do online. It is the Schismatoglottis Wallichii. I've had to practice that way too many times. Schismatoglottis Wallichii, I think. But I think these sort of stripy leaves with the sort of like very, very blue silver stripe down the middle, and I feel like even the dark green is a very blue tinged green. It is very cool toned as opposed to like warmer toned limier greens. I feel like this one makes it look really warm, whereas a lot of the other pictures and when I've seen them in person, I feel like they look a lot cooler. These are all variegated ones. I don't want those. I want this one. And I would love this plant. And again, this is another one that's pretty attainable nowadays. I've seen them a lot around recently. Like suddenly they just kind of like appeared out of nowhere, or maybe I just didn't really notice it before because I wasn't interested. But now I've seen them, I'm seeing them everywhere, and it's taken a lot of energy to not buy one, I think. I would definitely buy one. The Schismatoglottis. Then it doesn't matter how many times I hit. Oh. What is this? Reverse pattern. What's it called? Where is it? I want it. I want this one more. Is this a Schismatoglottis Wallichii reversa? Because if so, I need this one more. I need this. Screw the normal Wallichii. I want this reverse Wallichii. Oh my god. It's even bluier and silverier. Oh my goodness, it's such a beautiful plant. I want one. I want one. One day I'll get one. Not now, but I want one. This next one I'd actually not really seen before until I saw it on the Grow Tropicals website. I feel like a lot of these have been on the Grow Tropical website because a lot of them are a bit more like rare, uncommon. But it is the Alpinia Luteocarpa, I think it's pronounced. And it has these really, really long, skinny, almost like palm frond kind of growth pattern in their leaves. But the backs of the leaves are this insane maroon color, while the front is this really nice light bluey green silver almost. And it just creates such a nice contrast because I feel like they're almost opposites on the color wheel. And so it makes for such a beautiful plant. It's almost purpley even too. That it's just so different than anything I've ever seen before. Like the leaves almost look like my, whatchamacallit, my Epiramnum amplissimum silver stripe. in their shape, like really long, almost Scindapsus moonlight sort of coloration on the tops, and the bottoms they're like the sort of crimson, burgundy, purpley color of a lot of Calatheas. So it's just a very beautiful plant, and I've really not seen them around that much, and I want one. I think it's a really cool thing. This is the sort of like red plant I can get behind. Normally I can't get behind red plants, but this one, I'm behind it and I want it. And then last but not least, this is one that I have had before but I have killed, and so it's gone back on my wish list. It is the Anadendrum Affine, aka a Schismatoglottis Wallichii. It is just, like, the leaves almost look fake and cartoony because they're so perfect and like they're so matte toned, but they are just absolutely beautiful, and they're such a rich sort of light blue color that I want one. I want to grow a nice big one. I know it's not actually a Scindapsus, but it's like misnamed that, so it's like kind of something that I want to add to my Scindapsus collection, even though it's not actually a Scindapsus. It's just so pretty. I could stare at it forever. Oh my god, this is a variegated one. That's cool. I mean, I think I prefer the like solid ones because I like the color a little bit better. And I'd be so scared of ruining a variegated one. But I want this one. I really, really, really want this plant, and one day, I think this one is also quite attainable now. For a while they were really not easy to get in the UK, but I think a lot of people have gotten them now, and they're not the hardest to propagate. I think they propagate very similar to Epipremnum or Scindapsus, so they aren't the hardest to get new ones of, but I just think it's so minty and so pretty. So that is it. That is my blue silver plant wish list. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't watched my blue silver plant collection and you want to go watch that, I'll link it up in the clickable I button. I highly suggest you do because it's a fun video and I show you like 20 of my blue plants. I have a lot. So adding these would be just like an amazing extra 10 or something plants. I don't even know how many I showed you, but I would love to get any one of these plants. So if any of you want to send me some cuttings, we can do a little swap. Maybe in the spring though, because it's getting a bit cooler. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up down below and leave a comment on other houseplanty things you'd like me to talk about in the future, and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!